Hi everybody, and welcome to day 20. Oh, that was easy. I don't know what we're going to do past 20, guys. We're just going to have to flash some stuff up. Toast everything. So this is my patient today, and I'll give you a little bit of backstory for this patient. I know. They came through, and it was last patient of the day. And basically, that's always the same. And they came through, they said, oh yeah, been blocked up for a little while. I was like, oh, okay, how long has it been feeling like this? Since 2018. 2018, I was like, I was like, what? 7 years ago. I said, okay. He said, yeah, I was told I had wax in 2018. It was pretty blocked up in both ears. Was told to use some drops, but, you know, I just got on with it. And I was like, so this is at least 7 years old wax that's not had any oil. I said, have you oiled it before? Well, yeah, I did it yesterday. So it was an absolute beast. What we've got is we've got the perfect storm in this ear canal. We have hair, very old wax. It's deep and it is solid. So it's all going on in here. So we do lose visuals a couple of times just because of the hair in there, and but the hair was just literally everywhere. You couldn't trim it. It was just, you know, every single place. And it was absolutely, so you can see I'm working down there with the right Curette.
Oh gosh.
Look at that. And it's just literally bouncing off the surface. The patient did laugh at one point because the Curette would just keep making this clicking noise where it was kind of clicking off the top of the wax. Yeah. He was going, what's that? I said, that's me trying to get the wax out with a tool and it's just bouncing off your wax basically.
Thought mine was tough.
Yeah, it's a deep one, this one. And it's the same in both sides as well, unfortunately. I'm not even bothering, excuse me, so I'm not even bothering with the suction.
No, that's not going to do anything,
no.
Is it?
I do kind of tidy up. I tend Curette for a bit.
Yeah.
Tidy up for a bit with the suction and back in with the Curette. But look at the colour of it. It's that really deep conker brown, you know, a little bit of reddy bits in there as well.
I don't understand how you could leave it so long, like knowing that was...
I know, I didn't quite get it either. I didn't like to ask the patient, you know, why have you not done anything about it? But they were sort of,
why?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? But they just didn't. They didn't bother at all. So I'm using the Rhys hook now. So I've done the Curette, but now I'm struggling a little bit to get into the next section. So I'm using the Rhys hook here, and I thought, ooh, bit of movement, and then it just pulled straight through the one side. But it's getting smaller, Taylor Green. You must see the positives of these things. It's getting smaller.
We're chipping away.
We're chipping away at it. There you go. And try it. You can see the visuals are not ideal. Let's put it that way. I'm trying to get into this front section. And I thought, oh, yeah, maybe because I could feel a lot of resistance.
Yeah. But
you didn't even see it, but it just pulled straight through.
Oh.
So I'm going to try again. I'm going to aim a little bit further back, and I'm going to see if I can get into this right-hand side of this plug.
Ooh. Yeah, there's a little bit of movement there, isn't it? The patient's heads are coming with you.
Yeah, we did manage a chunk out of there. Let's see if we can get beyond that one. Oh, look how dense those hairs are at the entrance of the canal.
It looks like a small ear canal as well.
Yeah, it's not the biggest of canals. It was kind of all going on in one go here, and I was just in and out of this canal. But the guy was lovely with it. In fairness, I did say I got I think it was about 2/3 of the way through, and I said, look, I'm hitting a really old wax now. I can't guarantee I'm going to get this out today. And he was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to get it out. And I was like, yeah, I know, but it's really difficult because you know, you've oiled it for a day and it's donkey's years old and full of hair.
Yeah. Can't expect miracles.
Look how dark that back section is just beyond this bit. So look at the hair. So this thick hairs all sticking out the side like a hedgehog. So I'm going in with the forceps now just to grab this hair. And sometimes we're lucky and it'll pull a chunk with it. Kind of did there. Was a little bit of a chunk there. I was in two minds as to whether to put this one in because it was so hairy. I know you guys don't really like the hairy ones, and you know we don't either really. But it's you know, I thought, well, it's a good one to show what can happen if you leave the wax.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't address it properly to start with, This is kind of how difficult it makes it to get out.
Oh, look at it.
I know. I know.
And it's also to show how difficult it can be for us.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. So we're just going to get this top
off.
Yeah.
If you can at least get some of those, like I said, like you have been doing with the forceps, get some of those, so get some of that hair away.
Yeah.
The visual will be a little bit better, and it might make it a little bit easier for you to kind of maneuver it around a little bit.
It's just such a, because it's all connected together with those hairs, it just makes it really, really difficult to get this forward, isn't it?
Oh, that's a good piece.
That was a nice piece. That was a nice piece. I think that was the bottom section of this plug. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So now we've got a kind of a flatter surface now. We can see what's going on. Because sometimes when you're trying to scoop, if you've got a load of wax at the bottom that's just not disconnecting from the main plug, you just kind of glide over the top of that wax, don't you?
It's very similar to the last video we've seen of mine now.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think it's not quite as hard as yours, though, in fairness. No. It's a little bit more of this kind of thicker clay type consistency. I'm just looking for it. You know, can I detach the edges at least or something? You know, get this out. Yeah. It's almost like a dry kind of flake on that left-hand side. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, no, I think I was just some loose bits. Yeah, just some loose bits. I think I'm going to have to go back in with a curette, I think. I'm a bit, you know, with the hair in this canal as well, do you put the oil in, or is that just going to cause an absolute nightmare with the visuals?
Yeah, well, kind of looking at how this is coming away so far, I would probably stick without oil at the moment. Because again, it's a nightmare when you have to go back and forth to
clean off the endoscope. Yeah, just because you've lost that visual. I'm creating a little gap at the top. There you go, I've just seen that gap. So Curette's going to come back in. Now, can I get above, or far enough above? And I think I do get a bit of a flinch at one point with the patient on this one, I think.
It's tight, isn't it?
It's not the easiest to get into that gap there. You could tell how thick the wax was, because every time we take the curette out, we kind of clean the curette off, but I couldn't even get some of the wax off the curette because it was just so sticky.
You need a pickaxe.
I know, yeah, it would be handy.
And just lie down there.
Yes.
Ding, ding.
I'm trying to work out where this is stuck. Look at that.
Was this just one side, is it? Or was it
both sides?
Oh,
yeah, both sides. Yeah,
no.
Exactly the same with both sides as well. So I've got a nice little gap there. Look at that. Tool of desperation's coming out. So I've got the gap. It's not going to go well because it's clay, but it might just pull it. I thought,
it looked promising.
Did you see a little tiny little bit of movement there? And I thought, oh, maybe. So I'm just going to clear that bit off. I'll probably go back in with the Rosen again. It's just scraping the surface a minute. But I'm going to see if I can get in. I'll use it sometimes as well, see if I can get into the plug.
Yeah.
So I've had to put.
I've popped a bit of oil.
I have popped a bit of oil in, because I just can't get this. Whoop.
Yeah, that's what we said about the oil with it. That's the risk you kind of get. I mean, it's tricky when it's really hairy because there's not a great deal you can do. Oh, that's a nice little pull.
That's what I thought. I've got to clean this off now and see if I can get that pull again.
It's just so tight, isn't it? It's just literally wedged in there.
Just no room for manoeuvre, unfortunately, but it's a little bit of a wiggle. Yeah.
Try and keep that grip.
So I've gone slightly higher now because I can see it's kind of moving on the one side, so I'm hoping I can roll him.
Hey, your birthday's coming up as well.
Yes.
Yeah, couple of days.
It will be. Feels weird because I was like rehearsing this over like. But it will be, yeah. That's right. Yeah. But by the time you're watching this video, it'll be 4 days time.
4 days.
This is day 20. Yeah. Yes, we did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes. It was the last one. Yes. Ooh. Still not going anywhere, Taylor Green. I think the other side, in fairness, I think was a little bit easier. I think there was a small gap there, so it did make it easier on the other side. Whereas this was just solidly impacted.
Gosh, yeah, it's just starting to break up a little bit now. I think that oil has obviously made a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference in some cases, doesn't it? With like you'd be sort of struggling to get like pieces of wax up, and you pop a little bit of oil in, and it just slips straight out.
Yeah, it does, and that's why we recommend patients use the oil before they come along. Just only for like 2 or 3 days. In fairness, this patient, it might have been that they all booked in maybe the day before or something, and they didn't use oil for a day. But most times we try and sort of advise about 2 or 3 days of oil.
Yeah. I had one yesterday where it was quite a long plug.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's moving. Why is it not coming out? It's moving. It's loose. It's free. Took me a while, and then I thought, do you know, I'm gonna have to get the patient to hold the ear.
Yeah.
And got him to put his hand around, pull the ear up, and the second he did it, as soon as I got a little grip, it just went whoop, just came straight.
Oh, amazing!
I wish I did that at the start.
It looks like it's starting to break down. I think this has actually come forward slightly. I know, I'm trying to, because it looks a little bit more mobile. When I'm getting a grip on it, it's moving up and down a little bit more. But I think I'm going to aim for that gap, again there. Let's see if I can get behind it this time.
Yeah, try and roll it a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, these ones are definitely longer than the old ones we used to use.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. That's what I was looking to try and do. Was just, but you can see even then that the Rosen suit was flicking off the top of that. Just the pressure I had to put behind it. Now the visual is going to be really poor by here because I'm working right in this sort of nest of hair, and I've got to get behind it. So I think we go in. I think I go in with a. Do I go in with the right curette? No, it's still the right hook. So I'm trying to get behind that. There we go.
I bet that was a relief when that came out, but the patient couldn't believe how good they could hear.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've got another section of it here, and then I think that's it, I think. Oh, nearly. You can see I'm trying to find, because the endoscope's got to sit behind that hair, but we're working on the outside edge now, so I'm just going to suction it out. I did think, oh my goodness, there's going to be another piece in there, but luckily...
And that was it, apart from
that was it, apart from a little bit. And I think I do go back in and get that now.
Oh, just picked up a little bit on the way.
Picked a few more pieces up on the way through. The eardrum looking a lot better there and much clearer. So we've just got the other ear to do now. I know, look at that. It's the same kind of really dark brown colour. I think there's a little gap at the top, so I don't think it takes quite as long to get this one out, but...
You can pause the video and make yourself a cup of tea.
Well, yeah, that's right. It'll be Christmas now by the time this finishes.
Has he been?
Oh, there you go. So there was a gap. I managed to get the right hook behind this plug.
Oh, I bet that was a relief for your mind. Seeing that moving already.
Apart from the fact it sort of unravelled, I really wanted this to come out as a plug, but it's sort of bit into the wax and then spread it over on the one side. So I think I'm going to go in now, see if I can just get these looser bits out. Oh, there we go. So I'm lifting. So it's got this, when it dries on the canal wall, so I'm trying to lift all these pieces off the canal wall to get to that back section. But first, right, he came in and he said, oh, I haven't got any problems with this side. He said it's always been the other side that's been an issue, which was the one we've just worked on.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you've got a massive chunk in this one as well. He was like, oh, right, okay. I said, well, I'd advise you get that out. He was like, I said, well, look, while I'm doing the other one, have a think about it. Because I was like, oh, please don't come back in another 7 years with this one.
Yeah, we find that quite often though, don't we? Where, we get a lot of patients coming through having problems with just one side, and the both sides are, or typically the better one is always the harder one to take out.
They were always more difficult to do. Always more difficult to do.
Generally because they don't tend to use any oil on the better side because they think it's okay. So, see it quite often.
Well, another thing is that people have had issues with both sides, but they only oil one side because they don't want to feel blocked up on both ears.
Oh, yeah.
That's the other one. Yeah.
That's deep as well, isn't it?
It was deeper than I thought it was going to be. Look how much pressure I'm to put on that together. Flicking myself in the eye with it. Yeah, it's a lot deeper.
Oh, that was a nice little gap there, Mike.
Yes, it was. I could
back a bit further now.
Yeah. I think it folds though, because I wanted it to slide, but I think there's such a thick layer at the bottom covered with dead skin that I'm trying to pull it forward, but that skin is stopping it from getting that forward momentum.
Oof.
I know. The feel of that, I think, oh, that's not actually gone behind the plug, that's gone into the plug.
That's rolled forward, so
it has.
Hopefully that's pulled the the deeper section with it as well.
I'm hoping so.
Oh.
Look at it, it's just so tough, man.
Curette just goes across the room. Sticks in the wall.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
that was a big old chunk.
Up there.
I know, yeah. I looked back at it and I was like, oh yeah, oh my God, that piece is still there. How is that piece still there?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Now I've broken some of that front section that was adhered to the canal wall. Now I've got rid of that. That whole plug now is starting to kind of come forwards. There we go. That's the bit I wanted to see.
Cool. Look at that.
And I think we've got, I think that hair is attached, if I remember correctly, because I try and suck it out and it just doesn't go anywhere. I got a little, you can see that ear canal there though, and the eardrum.
Retraction as well, isn't it? Look at that.
That's wow. 2.5 inches. I could have spread that out in fairness.
Yeah, you probably could have put it over 9 inches.
That was a tough one. Oh my word, that was a hard one to do. Well guys, thank you very much for watching that Waxvent video again today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as me and Taylor did voicing this one over as well. And if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to like, heart, share, follow and subscribe if you really enjoy the videos. Become members of the channel, guys. You can see even more videos every single week. But until next time, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. And myself and lovely Miss Taylor Green will see you for day 21 of Waxvent. We'll just say that. We won't put our hands up for that one. Yeah. Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.